Yo, my day at work, yeah, and something just come across my mind. And I just think say me need to say it. When you have we're living in a society in which if you don't conform to the societal norms, people look at you at a way. You understand? And there are a few things me not like. Me not like talk politics. I not like talk religion because once you lean one way, you lean one way, and there is no there's no wavering to where you lean. Well, let me show you something. And let's look at the American politics. And this conversation is not about politics, but just an idea. It's just to break the ice to tell you what I'm telling you. Before the 2020 election, right? You not find nobody say they are a Donald Trump supporter. Before the 2020 election, you don't find one person say they are a Donald Trump supporter. But Donald Trump has got more votes than any other Republican candidate in the history of American election. Saying that to say this, you say because the majority of us, once we have our view, we try to alienate everybody else who have a different view from us. That's why no one came out and said, "Oh, I support Donald Trump." But when they go to vote privately, they vote for him. You understand? Saying that to say this, people. I don't know if I just all me I get all or what. But you see all them party scene and something they something that don't really attract me no more because of what we are portraying in today's society. You see what I mean? I say we're not in today's society we're not teaching any values. If you think about it, somebody the good, nobody not talk about that. Somebody post something that they're uplifting themselves, they open a business or something like that. Nobody everybody does slide over that. But when somebody go and talk about somebody left them or somebody cheat on them or somebody do this or somebody do that, something negativity, everybody gravitate to it. You understand what I say? Look on Spice and Fair thing. Everybody gravitate to it. Look on the brother the way name I can't remember her name. Everybody gravitate to them because what that is sus and that is negativity. But we don't try to uplift each other. Nobody now talk about how you can go and make some money, how you can go and invest in stocks. They go talk about your woman cheat on you or your man cheat on you. They go talk about something you see happen around the road. Some form of something where people can use as source and see how much people gravitate to you. You understand? But what you need to realize, you see that gravitating, that is temporary. That is temporary. People. I don't know my field. Okay, thanks. People gravitate to you for that because they want a temporary fix. You understand what I say? No, let me make it little broader. Phoenix rising, big up yourself. Let me make it a little broader. We were having a discussion earlier, right? And a certain conversation come up. And a couple females in the conversation said, "Yo, the man just need to be a man and man up." The woman said, "The man need to be a man and man up." Let me tell you something, people. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Just like how a woman hurt, just like how a woman is broken, man hurt and man break too. But society, I look on the boys, I'm gonna tell the boy them say, "Yo, you need to be a man, you need to man up." You understand me? I say, and that's why you have so much broken homes today. That's one of the reasons you have so much broken homes. That's one of the reasons why you have so much men who run from their responsibility. Because when the time get hard, they don't know to express it. All them hear from them I grew up until today is your man up. You understand? A lot of fathers never even look on their son and give them all a kiss on the forehead and say, "Yo, I love you." Everybody will watch a video, look on it and see if your parents ever look on you and tell you that you love you. they love you. And if they do it, at what stage in your life you hear those words, I love you, from your parents? You understand what I say? Then we need to, the next thing too, we need to be careful of how we open our mouths and speak when we are upset or angry or we're emotional. You understand what I say? Because while you may get over your emotional hurt and you can assume the life that you are living, the persons that you open up your mouth to when you're hurt emotionally, them people still like carry your burden and still even mad with who so-called hurt you. Sometimes nobody not even hurt you, you know. Sometimes you go tell lie, you go do your shit and tell lie to make the other person look bad. You see what I say? We live in a society in which men has been made a scapegoat. Everything a man, everything good a man, everything bad a man. I mean, come on, man, come on. 2021 winner right now, you understand? And I know this is very impossible because it's not gonna happen. It is time for a change. I know it's sad because me have kids coming up, and I want them to live in a world where it is just and fair for everybody, for both men and both women. But I mean, I don't know. It no look possible. You understand what I say? If you find somebody who is who is opinionated and they don't conform to what society is saying, everybody dislike the person. You understand what I say? I remember when my daughter, baby and my daughter start talk, them I try to shut up my daughter because my daughter express herself. I never tell them, say, yo, no back up, you know. Allow my daughter make she express herself. What y'all need to do, y'all need to guide her in what she says and how she expresses herself. Don't try to shut up my kids. You understand? Because we grew up in a society in Jamaica in which them believes that kids are supposed to be seen and not heard. You understand? But we gone past that now. We are more educated, but on a second level, the more educated we are, the duncer we get. Because we can't sit down and reason out a topic without getting emotional about it. But then there's a flip side to that too, because most time you're having a conversation, people reason out of emotion, out of a emotion, a state of hurt, instead of reason on facts. You understand? And let me put another flip side to that. Most of the time, when we are having a conversation, people don't listen to understand you. People listen to respond to you. So sometimes, does it even worth trying to have the conversation? You understand what I say? Sometimes it don't make no sense. Sometimes all you do is give yourself high blood pressure over stuff will not go change because the people who are drawn to the conversation, all them come to the conversation for is to pick out a one-liner so they can go say you say or you say. And they won't speak, they won't talk to the entirety of what you said. You understand what I say? First and foremost, you go live. Me can bet you right now, somebody will go see that video, yeah, and ask who trouble Nidus now. And guess what? Them person who are going to ask that, they would never come and ask Nidus if somebody trouble Nidus. That's the society that we're living in right now. If you talk about something or something about you, you can't just see something and say, you know what, this need to be addressed, and address it right there and then. You know. And must somebody at trouble you make you go and address it. You see me? I mean, I don't know. I was of the opinion that the more exposed you are, hey Suzette, what go on? I was of the opinion that the more exposed you are, the wider your scope get in terms of you are able to more reason on somewhat of an intellectual level. You understand? But that to me that was a misconception of mine. You understand? It was a misconception of mine. The other night, me and some friend have some conversations about sports, and me tell my friend them all a while. Say the Nidus this. You see, if Nidus don't know something, Nidus don't talk about it, because me prefer keep my mouth shut and seems like a fool than to open my mouth and prove you're right. So we're talking about sports. And when me lay out the facts without even looking it up, because me already know the facts, then time I say a lie me I tell. Then take out them phone and them check it out. And even when they check it out and get the facts and get the concrete proof that what I'm saying is true, them still come with an excuse to try to prove their point. You understand? Now look at it. Look what in the capital the other day. I'm not talk about politics again, people. But look when look what happened in the capital the other day. Right? That's so true. You know, look what in the capital the other day. Violence was incited. You understand? I mean, I'm going to say who incited violence, but violence was incited. And after violence was incited, you know, they did a survey. And when the survey finished, the survey concluded that the president-elect, which is Joe Biden, he was the cause of the insurgent in the capital. You understand what I say? So me I say this to say that it is irrespective of what someone do. You gotta have some numbskull. You have some people who just step on the side there and them now waver. No care what you do, them now waver. You understand what I say? So here we go on. Back in the day, me used to have the mentality when somebody says something about Nidus, me confront them and say, yo, where you do? Now, the mentality when me pick up now, if you say something about me, back on my back, and you don't feel like and you don't want to come and approach me about it, just go and wallow your wall. Because me not gonna do you no favor by trying to educate you, because you done already all your conclusion. You understand me I say? And me no know if you guys see any wisdom in that. If you hear somebody say something negative about you without confronting you, first and foremost, you know, when them sit down in a group and I talk about you, and once somebody come back and tell you, you think that person will come back and tell you what they said? Then also come tell you what everybody else say, you know. So right there and then you know, so you need to run that person there. You understand what I say? Secondly, if they're going to have a round table talk about you, about something that you did or something that you allegedly did, without involving you in the conversation, why do you think you need to justify it? Why do you think you need to go and set the record straight? Alright, let me answer that question. The only time I think you need to set the record straight is if they are feeding you. If your livelihood depending on them, yes, you need to set the record straight. If them pull the knife and you get caught, you need to set the record straight. But if when them pull the knife, you not get caught, you not owe them no obligation to set no record straight. You understand what I say? You have a next set of thing with people. I mean, no, I just go all over the place because I will heap of thought in my head. You have a next set of people who get up and hate you, then dislike you. Yeah, some people dislike you and don't know you, you know. They not even know how you look, they not even know your face, you know. But them dislike you. And you know why them dislike you? Because something that them hear somebody say about you. You understand what I say? Something with them hear somebody, they not even know you for themselves. Then they get a chance to know you. But oh, it's the boy and I not like him because rare. I've been on the receiving end of that a lot. I not like him. Why you don't like him? And they can't give a reason, you know. They cannot give you a substantial reason why they don't like you. But all they know, they don't like you. You understand what I say? But let me tell you this. Me figure it out, you know. You wouldn't like you. You have a progressive mentality about you. There's something about you that good people gravitate towards you. So you see people with negative mind, they don't like you. You have some people out there secretively bad mind at you, you know. You understand what I say? And back of your back, them go and them use them words as poison against you. So persons who don't know you any at all get up, end up eating you because the information what them I get, it is so factual to them. So they must say, no sir, Nidus can't be a good person if I this people I get up and I talk about Nidus. So they form their own conclusion about you without even knowing you. You understand what I say? Me tell you something, people. Only if you know how to do something, they only need to stop. Only need to stop. Because believe it or not, yes, they see you as threat. But when I say you see, believe it or not, a lot of people say, me no care, nobody want to think about me. And me I go there here tell you now, me I tell you say, that is, you should not think like that. You should care what people say about you. You should care what people think about you. But I don't think you need to justify it, or you need to basically go and try to set everybody the record straight for everyone. And let me show you why the perception of people's perception of you is very important to your survival. You go for a job interview. First and foremost, if your qualification never up to standard, you'd have never gotten an interview. You get the interview. It is the perception of the persons who interview you. It is the perception that they draw of you that make you get the job. You understand me I say? Look at the judicial system. The jurors is a perception that they draw of you, there is a perception of the argument that both prosecution and defense put up, make them either convict you or let you go, you know. So the perception that people thinks about you is very important. But I don't believe you need to go and try to set the record straight for everybody. Because no care, you could have preached like a John Paul. Some people that never waver. You understand me? So, you know, do your thing. Live your life. Live a righteous life. Live a clean life. Live an example that your kids or your grandkids will be proud of. You understand what I say? In every group, you have some people who are the naysayers, and you have some people who are the go-getters. Yeah, some people are going to come to you, something happened in your life, they might tell you, they might give you the reason why you're not supposed to. Then you're going to have some give you the reason why you should. Now, I'm not going to tell you which side you need to listen to. But whatever you listen to, you also need to listen to your inner self. You understand what I say? Because some of them people who advise you, them secretively want to tear you down, you know. Them on for the ride. Them on for the ride because guess what? You see when time the car broke down, them a go do there for laugh, you know. Them a go do there and them a jump on the next boat and them a do the same thing. So if something happen in your life, whatever it may be, something happen in your life and you get your advice, listen, hear. Because you might get a different perspective on things that you have never seen before. You understand? But when you're making a decision, make sure a your decision you make. Because guess what? You have to live with it. Many a times we are making decisions and we're not making our own decisions. We're making decisions based on what our friends think and what our friends feel. While our friends are living their life. And then you know I try to live for them life. You can't live nobody's life. You understand what I say? You can't live nobody's life. But it goes back, but the reason why me really come on the life is still I express the point that you have sons, you have brother, you have uncle. Let them know, say, yo, you hear me, it is okay for you to feel hurt. It is okay for you to be disappointed. And it is also okay for you to express how you feel. You understand? We need to change the narrative, but as a man you need to man up. What that really mean, by the way? Man up. Can you man up and can you man down? Me don't know how to do that, and me know me born a male and male a man. Mr. Hunt, big up yourself, Me born a man. You understand? So when you go tell a man somebody to man up, how would that go? That it is okay to express themselves. If you're feeling hurt, tell the persons who hurt you, oh them hurt you. You understand? Express it. This is what you did, and this is how I feel as a result of what you did. Yeah, so when you start to do that to your sons at a tender age, you're gonna grow better husbands. You're gonna grow better fathers. You're gonna grow a better community. You understand? And in the same breath, teach your daughters, teach your sisters, teach your aunts that they need to be mindful of how they treat their sons, their nephews. Because guess what? You are you are potentially building up more find one derogatory word. You're potentially building a monster. I mean, so the connection now go through. You understand me? I say we are potentially building a monster. You understand? So what I'm saying is this: long and short, me depend on the people in work, so I'm not really tree stay long on this. But what I'm saying is this: long and short, if you have your sons, any boy or any male that you have in your clique, let them know that it is okay to hurt, brother. It is okay to hurt. It's okay to express your hurt. It's okay to tell somebody how they hurt you. You understand me, I say? Because that's how you're gonna get over it. Look at the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker our release valve. And when the pressure built up, it spray it out. And if you don't give your son an avenue to vent, to release his frustration or his anger that he's feeling on something, what do you think are gonna happen? Because multiple things can happen. He can become a monster. He can go kill himself. He can become a menace to society. And then you go sit down and ask, what you go wrong? You understand what I say? And females, it is okay if your man hurt. Give your man the avenue to express what he's going through. You understand what I say? Give your man, give your son, give your brother, give your nephew, give them the avenue to express their hurt. Because you don't know the weight where a man a carry, just like how the man don't know the weight of what a woman a carry. You see what I say? And it is very unfair for each party to determine to to basically feel so they know what the opposite sex is carrying. A woman can't know you have a man, you have a man, your husband, who know that for 15 years. You don't know the burden he's carrying for that 15 years. You can assume what he's carrying. Gentlemen, you don't know the burden that your lady is carrying. You can assume. Yes, what I say. So what we need to do, we need to give each other the avenue to express themselves, express what you're going through, express how my actions have caused it, and move on. So I say, anyway, people, big up on yourself. Me up on the work, and end up on the stay so long on the live. Yeah. Peace.